I made it splash, 3 straight championships, the 3-peat. What a season, but I'm still not done. I still gotta chase the ghost of MJ.
So let's talk about MP's place in history. Now, obviously he's the greatest to ever do it, but by how much?
MP's in the top tier. He's every bit the player that MJ, Kobe, and LeBron were, but choosing between them's impossible. They're from different generations and have different skills. Any of them could be the GOAT on any given day.
Wrong. It's MP today, yesterday, and tomorrow. It always has been MP, and it will always be
Okay,
MP.
but what about a guy like Wilt? Every time I bring up one of his records, you say he's not even human.
True.
And a guy like Bill Russell, he had 11 championships. 11.
That's a good point.
And with all that, you're still telling me that MP is the GOAT. No question, no single doubt in your mind.
Yep.
Must be nice to never be conflicted about anything.
It really is. I sleep great at night.
Really? What's your bed setup like? How many pillows?
3.
See?
I told you after MP got the first, it was the first of many. I'm not surprised at all. He's the complete package.
MP masters everything he want to do. Triple doubles ain't no different.
Chips, put you in that conversation. I'm not talking about Rushmore just yet. He's close.
Is MP the GOAT, greatest of all time? That's a great question. For sure, top 5 for me.
He's been the best player in the league for a long time now. It wouldn't surprise me if he won 3 more in a row.
You can be a human highlight reel. You can dunk with your ankles, but that does not make you a great basketball player. MP is a great basketball player with great basketball IQ. He is the whole package.
MP's one of the all-time greats. It's that simple. I didn't think anybody could beat Russ's record, but MP's a beast. It's incredible.
First up is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I passed him first.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest center of all time, with 6 regular season MVP awards and 19 All-Star selections. He also, of course, held the record for most points scored in a career until he was passed by the legendary LeBron James. Now, when you talk about a GOAT, you talk about dominance, Kareem had the single most dominant move in the history of the game, the skyhook. It wasn't as loud as a Shaq thunderous dunk, but it was twice as deadly. How do you stop a hook shot from someone who's 7'2"? The answer is you don't. That's why he won 6 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and 2 scoring titles. In order to be this high on the GOAT list, you have to be a two-way player, and Kareem was a monster defensively too, leading the league in blocks 4 times and making 11 all-defensive teams. Now, many people believe he's the greatest of all time, and while I don't agree with them, I get why they say that. He certainly has a case. I just don't think he's quite as dominant as the next 4 players on my list, which now, miraculously, includes the great MP.
Next up is the Black Mamba, R.I.P. Kobe.
Kobe Bryant won 5 NBA championships, the first 3 coming in a 3-peat with Shaq, the last 2 coming in back-to-back titles with Pau Gasol as his running mate. And you ask anyone who's won a chip what the toughest part about it is, and many of them will tell you defending it. Kobe Bryant successfully defended a title 3 times, and that speaks to his indomitable will. Yes, he had an incredible offensive repertoire, the closest guy to Michael Jordan not named Michael Jordan, but his will to win might be his defining characteristic. His approach to the game was so legendary they dubbed it Mamba mentality. With a lesser talent, that might seem grandiose, but with Kobe, it fit. Nothing stood between him and his goals. We can talk about his scoring titles, his 18 All-Star nods, his 12 all-defensive teams, and a host of other accolades. But at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest competitors to ever live. And it's that legacy that MP upholds as he marches past him in the record books. And you know what? I think if Kobe were here today, he'd say the same thing. He was an intense competitor, but he cared deeply about the health of the game. And I know he'd be thrilled to see that it was in such capable and legendary hands.
And finally, surpassing LeBron James, Lil GM. Back at it. I passed him.
When MP entered the league, he was hailed as the greatest prospect since LeBron James, and today, I'm ready to declare that he surpassed him. That is clearly a monumental achievement. I happen to have LeBron ranked number 2 on my all-time list. Well, 3 now. But there's a host of people who have him ranked number 1, and as much as I might disagree with them, I understand it completely. LeBron James is a phenomenon as much as he's a basketball player. A freight train of a human being. He combines Shaq's athletic dominance with Magic's passing chops. He combines Kobe's will to win with Michael Jordan's flair for the dramatic. He retired first all-time in scoring and third all-time in assists. He has 4 MVPs, an insane number of all-star selections, all-NBAs, and all defensive teams. And he made the finals 8 straight years. There was a stretch of time when if LeBron was in your conference, you might as well not even show up for the playoffs. Sure, he lost a few of those finals, but he won plenty. And at the end of the day, he's the 3rd best player of all time, behind only MP and Michael Jordan.
The funniest thing about these points, I'm going to have more points than MJ soon because he's at 9 million. I'm at 7.8, but you got to get the 7 championships. So now I got the shoes, the GOAT shoes. So I have almost the entire fit. I don't have the mask because I need to pass MJ for that. But I do have 3 rings to put on my player on 3 different fingers. That's actually pretty dope. You can't do this without getting the 7 championships. Wow. Paul George is on the block and his rating is starting to go down. He's 84 overall. This is his final season. He's going to be a free agent after this one. I can try to recruit 3 players in free agency. I'm going with Jaren Jackson Jr. That would give us a lot of depth. We would have Siakam and him. Then I'm going to go with Mikal Bridges because Paul George, our shooting guard, his rating is starting to go down. So why not get a little bit younger? And then for the final pick, I'll go with Brandon Ingram. Why not? Let's see if we can get Ingram on the team. He's 28 years old. That way, if Kawhi starts slacking, then at least we'll have somebody else. Pretty good rating, still young, still has a little bit left in the tank. Why not? So I'm letting it fly. I'm ready to advance to the next season. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And in the offseason, we do get Brandon Ingram. Wow, he was on the Cavs. And then Jaren Jackson Jr., we also get him. But Mikal Bridges, I don't see him on this list. So maybe we didn't get him. But hey, we got 2 of them. Not bad. We got crazy depth. I mean, they're coming off the bench. Free agency, of course, I'm going to stay with the Spurs. I just made the team even better. I added our bench rotation. Like, really? There's no way I can leave that. Staying with the Spurs all the way. And I'm going to stay with Jordan brand again. Why not? Going after the GOAT, might as well stay with the Jordan brand. Let's do it. Keep those J's on my feet. The 26-27 season is up next. And here's the roster. Mikal Bridges is there. He made it. Paul George is 81 overall. He was at 84 at the end of the season, and he regressed. Look at that. Siakam's coming off the bench, even though his overall is higher than Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, that is interesting. Kawhi is still pretty good, 88 overall, though. And Wemby is a 96 overall. This team is crazy. Off the bench, I mean, look at that. We got Ingram off the bench. We still got Sohan. We still got Keldon Johnson. Wow, we still got Harrison Barnes. He's on the reserve list now. Oh, my goodness. And this is how I surpassed all of those legends. $1 million for winning a championship, $250,000 for back-to-back championships, $125K for back-to-back finals MVPs, $100K for winning the finals MVP, then winning back-to-back finals MVPs, another $100K, then another $100K for winning back-to-back championships. I'm going crazy with the GOAT points. My songs, He Quit the Game, Lob City, and My Camo are now available on all streaming platforms. Here goes another splash.
Bang! Spider-Man, watch
Oh, you ain't Mike Breen, baby. He said bang. Oh, that's why you got thrown back. Oh,